Let's talk about debt lately. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be. Let's talk about debt.
Happy Tuesday and welcome back to the Life After Debt podcast. I'm so glad all of you are tuning in today because I have a little present for you. I know I had a birthday this weekend, and for so many, you saw I celebrated my birthday. And while I love birthdays, this one in particular hit me rather hard. I mean, 49 years old is like 1 year away from 50, which I always have viewed as like you're halfway through your life if I'm even blessed to live 100 years. And so I thought, man, I would love to bring my listeners something that I feel like I have gathered over the last 49 years that they could walk away with. And if you just grasp onto one thing on this list, it will be well worth this podcast. So I'm going to go through this list. But before I do, I want to encourage each of you. I found this exercise so powerful for myself because when I spent the day, I actually went to the Ritz. It was amazing. The weather was beautiful. I spent it outside and just contemplating the actual truths that I have learned to believe over the last 49 years. I found it very therapeutic, very matter of fact, but it really does summarize how I view the world. And so I want to take the time to go through each one of these with you today and share a little bit about the 49 truths that I have learned and experienced over the years. The first one, money does not grow on trees. And I know we all heard our parents tell us this, but it grows when you put it to work. And I added the end part because, I know we were all told as kids, money does not grow on trees. And so we could never buy anything. But the truth is I also say, but it grows when you put it to work. So there is a growing pattern that does happen around money. It's just not on trees. Number two, money is not the root of all evil, but rather the love of money is the root of all evil. And there's a big difference in that. And it took me a lot of years to understand the difference between the two. I share it with my kids all the time because just the change in that one word changes the entire meaning. Number three, people with money did not do anything wrong. I know a lot of you probably grew up with parents who were like, if they saw somebody doing well, they must be doing something illegal. They must be doing something wrong. And that's just not the case. Number four, it actually feels better to give money away than to receive it. I can remember I read The Blessed Life by Robert Morris years ago on a cruise over to London, and I could not put that book down. And that was when, for me, and that was probably 10 years ago, it changed my entire outlook on giving and money. And truly, that book, if you have not read it, I would encourage all of you to grab it and run with it. You'll see what I mean. Number five, you do not have to have a college degree to build wealth. Number six, you are not going to be in the same financial position as your parents if you do not want to. I see so many people go from like one generation to the next and they feel like that they can't break the barrier, but I'm here to tell you it's possible. Seven, open a 401k as soon as you get your first job. Don't wait till you get close to retirement and start scrambling. Number eight, be generous. To much is given, much is required. I always tell my kids, if God can trust you with $1, he's going to give you 10 and he'll give you 100 and then he'll give you thousands. So be generous. To much is given, much is required. Number nine, spoiling by definition means to harm the character by being too lenient or indulgent. And the way I've lived my life and with our kids, showing your kids what kind of lifestyle you live by letting them enjoy it also actually gets them enrolled to continue it or do it even better. If they cannot see what is possible, they will never want to work for it themselves. 10, take risk. Playing it safe is good for some, but most wealthy individuals took a risk at some point in their life. So whether being an entrepreneur or investing in a huge real estate deal, be open to possibilities. Number 11, seek the counsel of those who have made millions. 12, talk about money. Ask questions. Seek to constantly learn what is available and up and coming around your finances. which is a very taboo topic. And I'm hoping that in this day and age, we're starting to break this ooey syndrome, whatever it is, to where no one talks about it. And it's a topic that just people are not comfortable talking about. 13, celebrate those peers who have been successful and made great money. If you cannot celebrate others, you will never have it yourself. Number 14, easy come, easy go. 15, your money does not define you. 16, tithe. Money is a gift from God, so make sure you give him your first 10%. 17, in business, do not wait until you have everything perfect to launch. 18, you do not have to have a business degree or any degree for that matter to be a business owner. I'm living proof of that. I just did it all backwards just to complete it, but you don't have to have it. 19, only seek advice from someone on a topic you have watched them thrive in themselves. Wow, this one took me a lot of years to learn. But man, I have so grabbed a hold of this one, and I am so careful at who I ask advice from, because it's my desire to learn from those who have done it best. So I know if I want to talk with someone about business, I'm going to go to a thriving business owner. If I know I want to talk to someone about something around spiritual conversations, I'm going to go to my pastor, Pastor Randy Bizette. If I want to talk to someone around health, I'm going to go to someone in the wellness field. So make sure that you are going to seek advice from someone on the topic that you've watched them thrive in themselves. 20, you do not have to say everything you are thinking. Listen, I need to tell myself that every single day. So I'm sure some of you need to hear that. 21, be honest in everything. I promise you will sleep so much better that way. 22, you actually teach people how to treat you. 23, set healthy boundaries for yourself. I did not do this for a long time, but there's so much power in being able to set healthy boundaries for yourself with what works and what does not work around you, your relationships, and the way in which you approach the world. 24, inspire those around you. 25, speak up against injustice. I know not everyone is an 8, but if you see something that is wrong and you are in the proximity of being able to speak up against it, do so. 26, while you have your right to your opinion is not always right. 27, hurt people hurt people. 28, the only thing you can take responsibility for in life is yourself. 29, love people well. 30, self-care is not selfish. So take care of yourself. 31, know your purpose. 32, fight for your family. 33, be vulnerable, which isn't easy, but it's worth it. 34, don't forget to tell the ones that you love them. 35, appreciate the small things. They truly are the big things. 36, put the phone down. It is costing you everything. 37, I promise work will be there tomorrow. 38, nothing is too big for God. 39, stop comparing. Stay in your lane. 40, use discernment in everything. 41, your gifts are given to you to share with others. 42, time is your greatest asset. 43, you will know how well you lived your life by the ones who show up to your funeral. 44, give credit where credit is due. 45, if you're going to do something, give it 100%. 46, probably one of my all-time favorites, and I have to literally say this to myself every single scenario I walk through. It is choose to be part of the problem or part of the solution. 47, fear and faith cannot coexist. 48, aging is a process, so embrace it. And 49, the most valuable gift you can give someone is a great memory. So, with those 49 things that I am sharing with you that I've learned over the last 49 years, I hope that they inspire you. I hope that you can grab onto a few of these and recognize them earlier rather than later. And while we each have our own journey, and we do, and it looks so different, share with those around you, share with your kids, share what you've learned over the years. You know, they say there's so much wisdom as you age. And I think as we get older in life, we start to recognize that. I always respect the wisdom from speaking with older people and just learning from their mistakes and past experiences. And so now, for a lot of us, we're finding ourselves here. We are those people. And so, sharing what we have learned with those that are, younger, the generations beneath us, the impact that we can make on their lives in such a loving, productive way. Just know that, you know what? Everybody's got their journey and we all have lived different lives. But the gifts that are given directly to you, if shared with others, can leave, that's your legacy. I mean, you can actually impact so many people. So make your list. Every single year, do it. Make your list of the things that you've learned and hold on to those. I would encourage you to make a book of them. So every single year on your birthday, write out for me, it was 49. For you, it may be 26, but go back and look at those every single year and see how many of those you carry year after year. Which ones stand out? And I truly believe that just reflecting on each and every valuable lesson that I've learned, I'm so grateful for the journey. And I know that each of us have the same experiences that we can say we're so grateful for. But even on the darkest of days, and some of these, I can truly say that it's what's been used to harm me is actually turned around and been used as a gift in some way, shape, or form. So today is short. I just want to give you that list. I want you to re-listen to those 49 things. I'm actually going to provide the list of the 49 truths up on my social media so you can continue to listen. And for those who are continuing to struggle, even around your debt and where it seems impossible, I don't want you to hesitate. Reach out, ask for help, be vulnerable. It was one of my tips. Set up a clarity call with someone on our team. I know we would love to speak with you and just hear what you're experiencing and hopefully give you tools for your toolbox that you can navigate that difficult financial season. So until next week, thank you guys so much for just tuning in and grabbing onto these 49 tips. I hope you all have an amazing Tuesday and the rest of the week, and we look forward to being back with you next week.